Sean, an actor and director. Rick, a writer and director, both lived in the San Francisco Bay Area in the 90s and loved watching and making movies. Now Sean lives in Los Angeles and Rick in Virginia, and they talk nearly every day on their way to their not movie-making jobs.
So is that what the other part of getting older is going to bring? The fact you wake up at fuck-hard time and can't expect to stay alive?
Yeah.
I hate when I'm given the proof of older age. Stories I hear from people much older than me, it's like, oh yeah, and this is going to happen. It's like, you're out of your mind.
I hate it when younger people tell me, "Oh yeah, that happens when you get older." Shut up. you you have no idea. Do not tell me what it's like to get old.
On the upside, if you want to see it as an upside, a lot of their consciousness and physicalities are going to fail on them sooner just because of their culture. So, between their brains being fried by the internet and everything else, far longer had to endure. So,
Yeah, so that thing that I sent you, I saw it on Facebook. It's called let me find it again. Where did I put it? Dio Press Play, and they you have to do this like questionnaire. You fill out questions, and then you watch, I guess, movie trailers. I haven't done it yet, but I guess you watch a movie trailer, and it activates your camera on your phone while you're watching the trailer, so they can gauge your reaction.
sure there's a fine print somewhere. You may end up in like some promotions with your face
And
reaction to the quote unquote trailer when it's and they're going to use it like, watch these people watch the film and be so excited about it.
I already have that figured out. I always watch in the nude. No, I'm just kidding.
They're like, well, we didn't have a sub-paragraph of our contract that stated they couldn't be naked while watching the trailer. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
just saw it this morning and I was like, oh, let me check it out. It's not a way to make extra money, but I can get some like Amazon credits and buy stuff.
I wonder how much credit you actually get, though. How much does it have to add up before you actually get some?
Um, they said you get $10 for every 1,000 points, and I was just on there filling out the questionnaire, and I got like I'm up to like 150 points or something like that.
Okay,
I
that's not
haven't
too
even
bad.
watched the trailer yet. I can tell you the first trailer that popped up, uh, 50 points, so not
Okay.
too bad.
Yeah. Guess you just have to do the math and figure out, okay, this much and I can buy a $10 movie or toilet paper or
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I don't mind seeing trailers and stuff, so give my opinion or whatever, and then after doing that, I'll just cash out my points after maybe 20, $30 or something.
So did you make it through VHS Beyond?
Yeah, and let me see if you can guess which one disturbed me the most.
Probably. Well, okay. I don't know. You're iffy sometimes. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say the one on the spaceship.
No,
Really? The dog people thing?
the dog people.
That one?
That lady bothered me for some reason.
Probably because she's like every school teacher you never liked. She's sort of a Karen, and she's
Yeah, and it really, really bothered me, and then the surgically implanting the freaking dog bones in their face and all that shit. I was like, oh God.
I know, hard to believe. Written and directed by Justin Long, which is kind of nuts.
Justin Long.
Yeah, the actor from Justin Long. He's from one of your favorite movies of all time,
I don't know. I'm just freaking drawing a blank for some reason.
Galaxy Quest. He's the kid, the fan.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God.
Justin Long, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit. Really?
yeah. He and his brother wrote the script together for that segment, and he directed it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's wild.
God, I haven't watched that movie in so long. That's why I couldn't think of who you're talking about. I'm like, and I was just talking about Galaxy Quest with my manager yesterday. That's so funny.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
Well, I haven't watched it in a few years now because my new favorite one was Ready Player One, and I watched that several times.
What did you think about the segment where the investigator goes on the spaceship?
That one was really cool. I really liked that one.
Yeah, it was so sad though, too, though, man.
Yeah,
Like every time they hyper jumped, it got worse and worse. That poor girl.
and then when the little nanobots repaired her, they're like, yeah, that looks good.
Kind of what you should be, right?
That's what we saw last.
Yeah, that one was sad and disturbing at the same time.
The one that I really, really liked for some strange reason was the parachute crew.
Oh, you like that when the aliens attack?
Yeah, because it was just so intense, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know, it's so hard to say because it's actually, to me, it's one of their better anthologies because I think almost every single one of them I liked. I really love the opening one because it feels like something out of a video game
Yeah.
with them going into the house and everything. That was wild.
Yeah, that was what I thought of. I was thinking of like Resident Evil or some, like maybe Call of Duty with zombies or something.
My favorite shot in that first segment, though, is when they walk up to the house and they do that cool kind of battle stance like a Western.
Yeah.
They're all lined up. And I'm like, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I
Bollywood one. The Bollywood one was crazy.
that one drove me crazy because I have trouble watching Indian movies because their speech is either so fast or it's you have to use so much English to translate what they're saying, and I can't keep up.
And here I was thinking you were like, oh, it was hard for me to keep up because I kept watching her hips during the musical number.
That too.
And it's such a catchy song.
Yeah,
Fucking catchy
I almost
shit.
I almost looked it up on YouTube Music to see if I could find it.
Yeah, I've never done that. It's got to be a full recording somewhere, though.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. But the moral of the story of that one, never tell a cybernetic alien creature thing that she has her own will. The right to exist, and look what happened.
Just like, say that again? What?
Let me clarify before we get any hate mail or anything. I don't mean actual women. I meant alien, cybernetic, alien creature kind of thing. That's what
We have to get viewers before we get hate mail.
So I guess if you went down the line, because just like Twilight Zone, there's usually kind of like a dun dun dun. It makes you think. So the first segment really doesn't have a moral of the story, aside from, I guess, have the additional ammunition and weapon.
Yeah.
The one about the she's having a vet. What would you consider her? Is
Which one?
When the one Justin Long did, what do you consider that crazy lady? An animal activist, maybe? What would you refer to her as?
Yeah, that's what was so weird because both parties in that story were kind of animal activists in their own right, but one was more extreme than the other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I guess the moral of the story there is you don't go into a creepy basement. That's the moral of the story on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, because the moment I left light, I would be like, no, you know what? It's okay. We don't need to see anything. We're gonna leave.
Yeah, I was like, no, thank you. And that one guy in the one with the police officers, that one guy runs upstairs with no weapons, and I'm like, what the fuck? Are you stupid?
Yeah, I know. It's like, what are you doing, man?
I guess we should, at the beginning of this episode, warn people of spoiler alerts.
Yeah, well, that movie came out a year ago. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it by now, then you are in the same boat with Sean.
You're a rare case, though, man. You're a rare case.
So to let any possible listeners or viewers note, I'm very, very picky about my horror movies that I watch.
Is that what it is? Because sometimes I have to go. Now you know there's this thing called movies, right? And they play on in theaters, and they play on.
I don't have the kind of money to go to theaters.
Oh yeah, where you are definitely. What is it like $30 to go to a movie just to get in?
It's like it's like $15 for a ticket,
uh,
$35 for a large soda, $20 for a large popcorn. Oh, and you save $5 if you get the combo.
but then you got to take out a loan to get a popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
No man, the Galactus popcorn bucket from Fantastic Four, $80.
What?
$80. 80.
Fucking
$80.
ridiculous.
Yeah, for a popcorn bucket. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
Absolutely freaking ridiculous.
Now it looked cool, I'll give you that, but $80.
No way. If it was
What
like
was?
maybe a limited edition,
Well, I guess they are in a sense.
yeah, I guess, but still, good luck trying to sell it in 20 years.
Yeah, some of them do hold their value though. Like the one for Nosferatu is a sarcophagus, and when you open it up, the interior you can see like they have molds of rats and things like that inside. It's pretty cool. And
You
that
scared
was
me for
sold
a second when you said mold.
mold of a rat. Yeah, but those sold for like 40, I think it was, and they go for like 120,
Oh
150.
wow.
And now where I'm still stupid currently is the Nightmare on Elm Street series just got re-released in 4K, and Amazon does this thing now where they now ask the distributor to make them a special edition, basically, and it's the same movies except they'll put them in steelbooks. Well, the Nightmare on Elm Street one for Amazon, which sold for 150, I think it was, in pre-orders. Um, it got released, sold out so quickly that people are selling it on eBay for $400 right now.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying, because I was like, shit, if I had known that, first of all, I didn't even get one for myself because it was so expensive. And I was thinking, damn, I should have just went into debt and bought like 5 of them, because you can always return. You know? But buy 5 of them, and Jesus, man, make your money back in a lot.
I always seem to have bad luck when it comes to something like that because like I'll think something's gonna be worth, and then I'll buy it and then try to resell it, and no one wants to buy it.
Cut to Sean with a bunch of Beanie Babies in his closet. These things one day. One
I don't want to hear anything about Beanie Babies right now. Don't trigger me like that.
day.
No, that was my ex-wife.
I was watching, what was it? It was a documentary series on Netflix, and I think it was a series. It wasn't just a single documentary. And it talked about people getting away with crimes, right? And there was an episode about a guy who was from a family of con artists. They were just scammers.
Uh-huh.
And this guy was on the ground floor of when the internet first became a thing. And eBay was new, all this, right? And he found that the Beanie Baby was cute, and he was looking online, and there was one, I think it was an elephant, or a bear, or something to that effect. It
Uh-huh.
was a Beanie. And apparently, the one that was blue was limited, but he couldn't find it anywhere. But he found plenty of white ones. So he went ahead, took pictures from another person's auction, went ahead and put it up, dyed badly a bunch of Beanie Babies,
Oh my
and
God.
and then yeah, made, I think he said it was something stupid, dude, like $5,000,
Oh my God.
and $5,000 selling these bootleg phony Beanie Babies, and then he talked about how he was making money on illegal cable boxes, and he was like, yeah, you just buy the box and then you insert this chip in it, He made a shit ton there. We're talking like $150,000
Wow.
selling cable boxes so people could watch their Playboy channel for free. And he ran out of the material to do it. Like, he had the chips, but he didn't have the boxes, I think is what it was.
Uh,
And then, he was like, fuck it, I'm just not going to send them in. It's too much of a headache. So I'll just collect the money and keep it. It was hilarious, man. It was like, oh my god, man. And this dude made so much money. And then he got caught by the feds eventually for another white collar crime. It was insane. Really good little show though.
yeah, I forget what was the other one. Actually, I can't remember now if I saved Nosferatu.
It's on Peacock, I think.
Yeah, I was scrolling through like three or four different channels. I forgot where I saw it.
I mean, it's all right. You know, I mean, I don't think you're gonna revisit it or anything. I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I remembered you not really giving it a great review, and I don't think I saved it because
Well,
really,
if you
I
want to see
li-
Hungarian or Transylvanian vampire dong, then it's yeah,
no,
definitely.
I absolutely loved the original, and I've seen the original Nosferatu like maybe three times.
Thank God, because I was waiting for you to say I really love Hungarian / Transylvanian dong. You know,
Man, would you say
okay,
manfire dog? Man,
vampire dong.
oh Lord. Yeah, I don't know if I told you, but I used to, when my niece was really young, I used to show her old black and white movies, and I got her into a lot of them. And when I showed her Nosferatu, she actually really got into it, and even called a friend of hers, and he pulled it up on Netflix. I think it was Netflix, and then they synced it together, and then they would talk on the phone about it while we were watching it, and I thought that was kind of cool.
That's neat. Yeah, I mean, what's so great about Murnau's Nosferatu is that you see elements that easily translated into modern horror films.
Hmm.
A lot of the camera compositions and the dynamics were adopted by other filmmakers.
Yeah, I would really love to do a modern day silent film. It doesn't have to be black and white, but I've always wanted to do a silent film.
I know, because you don't have to write dialogue. I got
Well, no, you have to write dialogue. You just have to show it on the screen. That's the difference.
you. Do you know the background on Nosferatu in terms of its production?
A little bit, but it's been a while. You'll have to remind me because I think I read about it like years ago.
Because it was meant to be an adaptation of Dracula originally.
Yeah.
Except Murnau, this pesky thing called intellectual property rights, he did not acquire those. So he was told to shut the production down, but he's like, all right, well, we're just going to make it our own thing, kind of a deal. So he made it, and then the studio ultimately sued, and at one point, it was thought that every single print of Nosferatu had been destroyed. And then
Um,
eventually, yeah, it was
huh.
found somewhere crazy, too, like a movie theater's basement in Chicago or something stupid.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll say I didn't know all that. I knew about. I think I read a little bit about the intellectual property thing because it was Universal, or
Yeah, yeah.
that.
They owned the rights to Dracula at that point, yeah.
Yeah, but he was. Huh, that's so stupid.
Universal used to be really rough about that stuff, actually.
I think a lot of them were, Universal, MGM.
Well,
Uh,
there's a Jaws ripoff called Great White, and it's a horrible movie. I mean, it's awful. I mean, they didn't even have a whole shark; they just had the head, right? And it would pop up occasionally. But
occasionally.
the movie came out in Italy, across the world, came out in the States for a while, and it made a shit ton of money. And then Universal's like, oh no, we're not having this, and they stepped in and they got the court to shut it down.
Even though they didn't use the same like name or title or anything like that.
Yeah, but it was obvious, like, they weren't just sitting around and like, you know what? we should make a great white. Oh, look, there's this other movie. Well, you know what? We came up with the idea too. We're just gonna. Now there is a movie called Cruel Jaws,
Cool.
which is a total Jaws ripoff. It's such a Jaws ripoff. It decides to rip off all four movies at the same time.
Oh shit.
It does. It is hilarious. And the really funny part, the guy who stars in it as like the handsome marine biologist type, he looks like Hulk Hogan, which is really funny. He's got like the longish hair. He's got the same mustache going on. Well, that used to be a really hard movie to find, and this is when I was selling bootlegs of rare to find, hard to find movies, right?
Yeah.
Well, we sold one on eBay, and this dude writes us, and he's like, "I'm so glad to finally find this movie because I'm in it. It's the Hulk Hogan lookalike." and so he had us make like 10 copies to give away to his friends and stuff.
Oh,
He couldn't have a
that's
copy of the
hilarious.
movie, and ours was from like a Japanese laserdisc kind of thing.
Oh.
That's one of the running jokes when we were doing conventions heavy. And I would go to look at something, and I'd walk back, and I would walk up to the table, and I would be there, and I would talk like a pretentious customer. I'd be like, "You have a black and white Hungarian version of Scream subtitled in Swahili." No, we got this. No, that's not what I'm looking for. So every time I did that, I'd come up with a different movie each time.
It reminds me of when couple times that I've done yard sales, and I would be selling something, and people would come up and ask, "Do you have this in a different size, or do you have this in blue?" And I'm like, "This isn't a fucking store. This is a yard sale. Hold on, let me check the warehouse."
Does it look like I'm Kmart too?
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
I
actually very.
don't know why people would. Do you have this one in a different color? No, that's it. It's a yard sale.
The trend that sucks is and this came about because of the resellers who go onto YouTube and they're like, "We're gonna show you how to make a lot of money, this is what you do at yard sales," kind of a thing. They taught them to be very aggressive through their videos. They'd be like, "Oh, you got any video games inside? You got any game system? You got any movies inside?" It's like, first of all, fuck you. You don't need to know what's in my house. Second of all,
Right.
only what you see, pal. It's like the dude in Terminator. Remember the one behind the counter, Dick Miller's character? And, Arnie's like, plasma rifle and 40 millimeter wad, and he's just like, only what you see, pal. It's kind of like
Yeah.
what yard sale people have to say to their attendees. No, only what
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna try to catch you as I'm turning on my car, so I.
This is Sean's continual battle of his vehicle not wanting to pair with his device. There we go. Wow. That's pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, because I had my phone out this time. Usually I'm like, oh shit, it switched. Let me grab my phone out of my pocket, and I can hear you talking on my speaker. I'm like, hold on.
Don't say anything. It's only Thursday. Damn it.
Oh, I swear to God, I was just the whole time I walked out, from the time I locked my gate and then walked out here, no cars. As soon as I open my car door, 3 cars drive by.
It sucks because, alright, I leave the house, didn't have time. I had time to prep my lunch, but I didn't eat any breakfast or anything. I just had coffee. So I got that gnawing in my stomach, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. On the way to Newport News, I'm going to drop off in Norfolk, go by Royal Farms, grab a breakfast sandwich, and then when I'm stuck in traffic talking to Sean, I'll just eat my sandwich. And I have to do that, so now I'm just stuck in traffic talking to you.
I know, I'm thinking of. I woke up this morning with my stomach growling, and I'm like, I don't need a donut. I don't need a donut. I don't need a donut.
Meanwhile, you're passing a street, 12 donut shops.
Right. That's literally. I think I have a 15-minute drive, 5 miles, and I think I passed like 7 donut shops.
Conspiracy. C-O-Conspiracy.
It is. But only one of them I stopped at because the girl there is super cute. Super cute. I think she's either Thai or Cambodian or something like that. I'm not sure.
I tell you what happened when it was shortly after my wife and I got together, right? We're just at the dating stage, but moving in, and my father, in a rare instance of being a decent human being, was like, "I'll buy you guys a bed," right? So we go to this mom and pop kind of operation, and the lady behind the counter said the most white kind of thing, just terribly, just like, "Are you racist, privileged, and stupid?" kind of comment. She was. She looked at Callie and was like, "She's so exotic. Where did you get her?" I'm like,
Oh my God.
like out of the back of a catalog, yeah. Found her online. Russian male brides. It's Filipino male female brides. It's like, what the? Like,
You know the
oh.
the inside back cover of Marvel comics.
The back where you can do the thing with the phony binoculars and make black circles around people's eyes.
The
At the
X,
bottom,
the
right
X-ray
there.
glasses. It was right below the X-ray glasses.
No, it's underneath the tired of getting sand kicked in your face. That one.
But right to the right of the sea monkeys.
There you go. God, sea monkeys, biggest fucking scam of all time. Car insurance and democracy, the biggest scam next to that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember my mom bought us a little thing of
Oh,
sea monkeys at like a Woolworths,
yeah.
and my brother and I were sitting around that thing for the first 2 or 3 days, just watching them things hatch and grow. And
All right, two segues into that, or from that. One, we need a documentary about sea monkeys. If we have a documentary about fucking Beanie Babies, I want a documentary on how the scam of sea monkeys came about. But the other
actually,
thing,
I think I watched one.
the other thing, for the people listening who didn't understand the term that came out of Sean's mouth, Woolworth. Woolworth imaginable that some of them actually had diners.
Yes,
Diners that had really good food.
it was basically a 1/10 scale of Walmart Superstore right now.
But had everything that Walmart has currently, probably.
Yeah, that's what I said, a 1/10 scale.
But it had everything, though, that you needed. You could find anything in that place. And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I want a meatloaf sandwich. I'm going to go over to their little diner. They will probably have that.
You know, one time I went and picked up 4 envelopes of developed film, and I walked up to the register, and the lady said, "Oh, sorry, I just closed. You'll have to go to the other side of the store," because this was at South Shore,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the Woolworth had 2 different entrances. So she said, "We're closed. You have to go to the other side." So we walked over to the other side, and the line was so long, and Trey and I just walked out with all our film.
Our listeners are like, did he just admit to a crime?
Yeah, yeah,
Limitations is up. It's fine.
yeah. That was like 30 something years ago.
Woolworth, man. Where can you go to get your film developed? A thing of condoms, a toy gun, and a meatloaf sandwich. Oh my god.
I remember talking to the manager one time because they had bikes on layaway, and I was gonna put a bike on layaway, and they had them hanging from the ceiling in the store, not in a warehouse.
Yeah.
And I look up at the bikes that are there on layaway, and they all have the customer's address and phone numbers on the tags hanging. And I turned to the manager and I said, "Isn't this some kind of invasion of privacy? I mean, shouldn't you guys have that at the top or something, or I don't know, like covered?" And he's like, "Uh."
I never thought about that.
I was like,
Man,
I was gonna put one on layaway, but I don't know now.
is it a wonder serial killings went through the roof in the 80s? The information was just everywhere. It's also funny to think that layaway basically replaced by a firm
Right?
and PayPal paying for.
I still want to go stop and get a donut, but I don't need it. I don't need
Yeah.
it. I just want it.
Well, you just have one, two.
Two and some
The gold
handful of. I
the
get
gold
two.
standard for donuts out here is a place called Duck Donuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're so good. And the crazy part is they're rather pricey. Like if you get a dozen, yeah, you're dropping like $25, something like that. Yeah, but I mean, you have a wide variety of things you can do to each donut. So, anyway,
Yeah, there
they
was a
decided
couple gourmet places in Vegas like that.
like that.
Yeah.
So what they started doing is they decided, hey, everybody's got their own combo for breakfast. So they've decided to do one, and it's just like you can't say no to it because it's $5. It's fine. You can either get 2 donuts and a coffee, 2 donuts and a tea, or 2 donuts and what they call a refresher, kind of like Starbucks.
Yeah.
Or you can get a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. I mean, it's just like the place is so good for that cheap. It's like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm gonna do that instead of McDonald's.
You know what trips me out is because there's so many donut shops here in LA, and it's always the little mom and pop Vietnamese or Cambodian owned ones that are so good that all the Winchell's look like they're falling apart.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's like nobody goes to Winchell's.
Funny thing, we have no Winchell's on the East Coast.
Really.
Or
The popular one out here, other than that's a chain, are Dunkin' and Yum Yum Donuts.
we've got Duck Donuts, we got Dunkin' Donuts, we've got Krispy Kreme. Do you guys have Krispy Kreme?
There are very few, but they do have them here.
I gotcha. And yeah, that's all we got outside of a mom and pop if you can find one.
Yeah, like, okay, I just left my house. I'm not even a quarter of a mile away, and I'm passing the first donut shop.
What's your favorite donut?
My favorite one, it's funny, it's changed over the years, but my current favorite one right now is the Bear Claw.
Okay. I was gonna wait. I was waiting for you to say, just a plain.
Oh God, a
Just
plain cake donut.
got white powdered chocolate and then plain. It's like nobody eats plain. No one eats it. But what I was gonna say is, then you should take your current favorite donut, to make this debauchery pay off. And what you do is you make it part of Travel and Mashan, and you do a review. So, day, however you want to do it, you go by another donut shop and you try the Bear Claw, and
Oh man, there have been some places that I've gone to where there's like almost no apple filling in the Bear Claw, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, see, and I guarantee you, if you did that, you get like 500 hits, if not more. There's something about just people and food. People like this shit.
It'll be coast to coast movie talk and donut review.
Yeah, you take your fancy camera in.
Each episode, I'll do a different donut shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Each one. Bunch of views.
All right, people, that might happen next episode.
I told you about the one guy that I'm guilty of watching his stupid fucking videos. He's got the camera either strapped to his chest or maybe his forehead. I don't know where he's got it strapped to, but it's his point of view effectively. And it's always in his vehicle. He never goes it's always in his vehicle. He'll buy his food and he lays it out on like a little table that he puts on his lap, in between his lap and the wheel and the steering wheel. And yeah, he'll lay out all the food. So like, okay, so you went to Raising Cane's. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken place. Yeah, he'll lay out all the shit, and then it's just rapid fire cuts of his hand grabbing it. Not even sound effects or anything, just music. Back half eaten, and then he starts like dipping shit into sauces and everything that shouldn't be dipped into. I'm gonna dip dip my cheeseburger into this cheese sauce kind of a thing. It's just
Oh, that
pretty,
actually sounds
you
good.
know, yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's got like so many followers, it's ridiculous.
I bet you all of his followers are people like you and me that are trying to eat healthy and we're like fantasizing while we're watching.
Uh, yeah, but you should put that on your list. Donut review.
Don't-
Like I said, it makes the debauchery worth it. You'll be like, you get the dopamine from, wow, I got 859 hits in one day.
My favorite used to be the apple fritter, and then I got turned off of it because so many of the apple fritters I would get were too greasy. I was like, that's disgusting.
I do remember as a kid, and it's funny because, you know, you don't have a lot of, well, us as kids in the 70s and 80s, we, you know, didn't have a huge selection of stuff at the time. But I remember thinking, like, the fucking Hostess chocolate donut was the bomb as a kid.
Yeah.
I just thought, you know, I try it now, I'm like, dude, it's hard as shit on the outside. It's like,
And then you get that waxy coating on the back of your teeth.
oh my god. That's true. It's so true.
You spend the next 10 minutes trying to run your tongue across the back of your teeth. Trying to, what the fuck is that?
That's why we dunked them in milk at the time. Get the wax off before you do.
I'm going to put you on hold. Morning. I don't want the listeners to know what I'm ordering.
Are you at the donut shop? Where are you?
I'm at the donut shop.
Wow.
Sorry, I never carry cash.
Is this the place where you like the girl behind the counter?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be suave. Start talking about donut holes.
Thank you. You too. What host?
I need jokes on hand and tell you stupid shit while you're in a place.
Talk about whose host? What?
Did you get the donut in question? Your current?
I actually got a cinnamon roll this time. She
I
always.
wonder if the cinnamon roll industry got angry when donut shops were like, we're going to start selling cinnamon rolls.
I don't think so.
You have a Cinnabon out there, right?
Well, yeah.
Roll, like kind of like the honey buns that you get in the package, you know?
Yeah. Cinnabon's weird, though. It's like, yeah, it's meant to be sweet, but does it need to be that damn sweet? It's like, goodness. What's funny is McDonald's teamed up with them for a very small window,
Yeah.
and it went away real quick. So all I can think of is that people who like Cinnabon tasted it through McDonald's and said, "Oh my god, this is horrible." You guys
They were even doing donuts for a short time, and those were horrible.
Well, it's kind of like there's a chain, and you go into the one where they mix it with the gas station.
Uh-huh.
You know, you go in, it's like, this is Dunkin' Donuts. It doesn't taste like Dunkin' Donuts. Or, I think the funniest matchups, and I know they're owned by the same company, but it's hilarious, is Taco Bell, KFC. That's the funniest shit on the face of the planet. And you can see
I just
where
started laughing when you told me that combo, and then the guy walking by just now waved at me.
He's
I'm like, no, I wasn't laughing at you,
hey, you made him feel better. He's like, that's funny. Someone thinks I'm funny. But, no, we had a KFC, Taco Bell in Chesapeake where we used to live, and it was so annoying because if they ran out of the Taco Bell chicken, they would use KFC chicken in the Taco Bell recipe. You could tell they had cut up a piece of, chicken breast because it still had their coating on it.
That's freaking hilarious.
Horrible, man.
One of the combos that I think you probably will only see out here in LA is Carl's Jr. and Green Burrito.
That's kind of crazy.
It's,
Now,
yeah.
they do have, which one is it? Out here, wait, is it a green burrito or is it called red burrito?
I think it's Green Burrito. It's a chain.
Okay.
I think a chain of places called Green Burrito.
Okay, because we have a Carl's Jr. / red burrito, It's in upstate Virginia, like you're going towards Maryland and Delaware. They
Hmm.
have it right in this little strip mall. It's very weird, but it's pretty good. Oh, did I tell you we're getting a Del Taco?
Really?
Yeah. Like the last time you and I talked about Del Taco, like 3 days later, I saw it online, like Del Taco coming to Virginia Beach. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Because I told you, every time I go to Florida, I can't go to the Del Taco. Every single time.
Oh,
Because where it is, it's a main drag called International Boulevard, I think it is. And it's like the main thoroughway to everything. And trying to do a U-turn there is impossible. So it's
oh
like I
God.
never get there. We
Yeah, I
have a main,
introduced my ex-wife to Del Taco.
yeah, it better be good or I'm going to call you and shoot you out. Sucked. But, no, the place we had out here for a little bit, and then COVID got it shut down, was Taco John, which is just such a weird name, because it's like Taco Juan's maybe that would seem to make more sense, really. But yeah, it opened in the mall out here. It was great, and then fucking COVID happened, and it never came back.
Oh wow.
But it was so funny because the thing Niobe loved, because she was really little at the time, she was like 5, 6 years old. She loved these. They had these round tater tots. They look like discs, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what they called them. They had their own name for them, but that's all she would want. She wouldn't want the taco or anything. That's all she would eat. And like high school, I still try to sneak food into the theater if I can, because fuck those theaters. They
Yeah.
charge way too much. And we would go to the mall. We get Taco John's and kind of put it in a backpack or whatever, and take it in with us. Which is very difficult out here, because if you carry anything larger than a man bag or a purse, they look at you like you're a terrorist. And that was a painful realization when I moved from California here. The first time I went into a store, like, oh, you got to leave your backpack up front. I'm like, why? He goes, why are you bringing a backpack in here?
So when I lived in Vegas, here's one of the cool things about living in Vegas. You have all of the casinos have like a player's card, a member's card. You earn
Yeah.
points while you gamble.
Uh-huh.
Well, the first maybe 2 or 3 years that we lived there,
Uh-huh.
they have a chain of casinos called Stations Casinos, and I would, you no matter which one you gambled at, you'd earn points onto your card, and I would use my points like at least once a month, maybe sometimes twice a month, and I would redeem them for movie tickets.
That's pretty cool.
And I would go to a movie by myself and just watch a movie and redeem points. And Sam's Town, which is on the east side of Vegas, older casino that's gradually built itself up into a larger casino. They have a movie theater, a large movie theater upstairs, and I didn't find this out until just before I moved. They let you take outside food into the casino, into the theater,
Ah.
and because they have different restaurants in the casino, you can buy stuff in their food court and then walk into the theater with it.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that was kind of cool about living in Vegas, because all the quote unquote locals casinos had movie theater, bowling alley, all kinds of stuff to entertain you, even like a bingo hall. And if you didn't want to sit at a slot machine or play a table, you could just go watch a movie or go bowling or something.
I gotcha. Do your theaters serve alcohol now after certain times?
Some of them do now. It depends on the theater. Most of the original, like AMC's and stuff like that, Regals don't.
Yeah, they here has a thing called McGuffins, and it's like a little bar. But they clearly have a sign that says alcohol only served after like 8 o'clock at night or whatever. Because of course you don't want someone getting crazy during a 12 noon repertory screening of Shrek. Just so fucking hot. Dad, calm down.
Oh man, the ones out here, like these. I think there's a couple big theaters out here that have like a separate area. Like you get your regular concession, and then you have a off to the side. There's like a bar, and then you can get like hot wings and um, brats instead of like hot dogs and popcorn.
Initially, you made it sound like the back room of the video stores back in the day. Hey, can I get a martini or something? It's like, okay, you're gonna go back there, you piece of crap.
Back there behind the curtain.
I remember the first time I ever dip into one of those back rooms. I'm like, okay, I look old enough. I'm just gonna curtain. And then there's that awkward thing when other people come back there, and you're like, oh my god, other people are back here. And you do that thing where you're trying not to look at anyone.
Yeah, and then Andrea and I, one time in Vegas, they have several sex stores. I mean, they're like donut shops here in Los Angeles. In Vegas, there's like sex shops everywhere, and they would have tons of videos, and we would just walk through there for like an hour looking at all the videos.
But do they have that and donut shops at the same time?
Now that would be a moneymaker right there.
Uh,
Sorry, we don't sell donuts with holes because, well, this is a porn shop.
Actually, you can just call it donut holes right there. They go over huge. Do you truly have my pumpkin spice, or are you lying again? Okay.
Okay, you need to find a new place. They never have your pumpkin spice, man. You need to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think they do this time, actually.
Oh my god, I'm stuck behind a big rig traveling at 30 miles an hour.
Sounds like a question on a high school math exam.
He's traveling at 30 miles an hour down a 40-mile-an-hour road. How long will it take him to piss me off?
Carry the 1 to the second power. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Oh my god.
What always pisses me off is when I get stuck behind someone driving slow, and then when I finally get a chance to pass them, as soon as I pass them, they turn left.
That's awful. I've done it again. Driven all the way over here for work, and I don't want to work. Which isn't good because my estimate went well yesterday, so I got other work going on too. So
That one manager lady still being a bitch.
she's being sort of difficult, yeah. I mean, I guess yesterday turned out better than I thought it was going to. So, but pretty much it'll give me a little more work through October.
Oh, that's cool.
Which, yeah, because again, the goal is to have a cushion until hopefully summer, the spring or summer. So
Yeah.
that way I can actually do that thing where you just get up and work like right every day, kind of a thing. Yeah, my buddy Joel, he just actually you'll probably see it on my YouTube page. And if this makes it into the show, yes, go check my my Facebook page. But he his short film, oh god, the title. He always comes up with these long titles. He's kind of like my son that way. It's not Something Far Below, I think is. He's gonna listen to this possibly and go, Rick, you didn't even know the title of my movie. But yeah, the trailer looks really good. It's meant to be like a gothic witch movie.
Fucking idiot. Guy
I don't know. The trailer looked pretty good.
I almost rear-ended the guy in front of me because he decided to stop and let cross traffic through when he had the right of way, and I was turning right where he stopped, so I almost rear-ended him.
That would have definitely put a damper on your morning.
Yeah, that would have. And then, because of the way California is, I would have been at fault no matter what.
Oh yeah. Actually, I think that's almost anywhere now, though.
Yeah, with that stupid freaking law.
Like, who came up with that law?
I have dash cam footage of the guy being an idiot.
That could also make it into your show. Traveling with Sean, running for morons.
I was trying to do this shot yesterday, and I was so disappointed it didn't work because I had this idea of this really cool shot, and so I set my drone right outside my car, and I was going to launch it with my phone in what's called rocket mode,
Mhm.
where it just shoots straight up, but it's filming straight down. And so I was going to film myself getting out of the car and taking off my jacket and throwing it in the back seat, and then just getting back in the car. And the problem is it needs my face. It needs to scan my face, and the inside of my car was too dark, so it couldn't see my face, so it wouldn't launch.
Right.
So I tried turning on the map lights in my car, and it still wouldn't work. It wasn't bright enough. So I'm like, son of a bitch.
Um,
I think I have a light in my bag that I carry. It goes with my camera holder and selfie stick.
mhm.
I could have used that, I guess. So funny. I'm always like either the first or second person here.
Oh, at work?
Yeah. Everyone always asks me, why do I get here so early? They're like, don't you live close by? And I'm like, yeah. I hate having to explain to people, just mind your own business.
Goodness.
I leave at 6. I leave my place at 6. I'm actually going
Mhm.
to start at 7 today. But I leave my place at 6, and there's really not that much traffic. If
Right.
if I leave at if I get into my car at 6 and warm it up and leave at 6:15, tons of traffic.
Mhm. Okay. Yes, I'm not ready for this.
Oh my God, there's this meme by George Lopez posted.
Mhm.
And it says a Mexican ghost versus a regular ghost, and the regular ghost looks like the typical white sheet, and then the Mexican ghost is one of those microfiber blankets.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Funny but horrible.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. Oh my God. Now I feel like watching Blue Beetle again.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't even know if I don't think Robert Rodriguez even realized this because I
Mhm.
think he had the character named Azul already. But then when they
Right.
couldn't find a black shirt for the guy, they gave him a blue shirt, and then
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was
That's pretty
thinking
cool.
that's kind of funny because Azul means blue.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I love his commentary for mariachi.
Yeah,
Pretty great.
I'll have to listen to more of it. I found it fascinating listening to that audiobook because especially the whole area where he's talking about the medical trials, the spending a month in the clinic for those medical trials.
Oh yeah, to help pay for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. um, I was when I read that book, I was looking for those type of things afterwards. I'm like, there's got to be something like that around here.
Not me, man. I was looking for sperm banks. That seems like more fun to me.
No, man, because I was like, yeah, I'll check myself into a hospital for 6 months and you come over with some money.
Then you'd have time to write.
Yeah, his idea was pretty good though.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty clever and fascinating to listen to that.
Yeah, I need to get that one from Audible.
Yeah, I'd signed up, and I guess you get a two credits each month or something like that.
Right.
And so that's the second credit I spent was on Rebel Without a Crew. And then I was tripping because then it said I had another credit, so I was like, "Did I pass a month already?"
The cool part is that even if you bail out of their service, they don't take your shit away, which is cool.
Well, that's what I wanted to do because I signed up, downloaded the 2 books, and then canceled my subscription.
Right, right.
I think I still got another credit, but I couldn't decide on a book.
Yeah, I stayed with them for a little bit. I had quite a few books. In fact, I'll have to. I don't know if you can share anymore. You used to be able to share, or maybe it's only if you have an active account. Maybe
Yeah, I
that's
think
why.
it might be if you have an active account. Um,
Because I have like,
Google has Google Play Books, Google Play something with books, and what's cool is you can get the electronic version or the audio version, and so you could either read it or listen to it.
oh, okay, yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I've got the audio version of Pet Cemetery,
Oh yeah.
and it's cool because it's Michael C. Hall from Dexter narrating it. And when he narrates, man, he's just the consummate actor, man. Because what he does is he does another voice for each character.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so he does the main accent for Judd. He does oh my God, what's his name? The father in Pet Cemetery.
Oh god, I don't remember.
Damn it, I'm blanking on his name. But yeah, he does the dad in a different voice. He even does the daughter in this tiny little voice. Pretty wild.
That's cool.
And I remember too, I had never read it when I saw the movie, and then
Uh
I
huh.
read the book afterwards. And there's a whole subplot, if you will, about Wendigos
Huh.
inside the forest, which is pretty wild.
Okay. I'm looking through careers. Apparently, filmmaking is not a career.
Yeah, I guess some people would agree with that. I mean, maybe look up film production. What are you looking at? You looking at the online courses, or?
No, I'm looking at Audible. I have one credit left, and I want to grab something before my subscription ends.
I guess you could put entertainment.
I just typed in filmmaking in the search.
I got you.
Let's see.
Be funny. You type in entertainer, it's like stripper. No, no, entertainer.
Independent filmmaking by Ricky Burchell.
Never heard of the guy. See, those are the books that worry me. The ones that's like, how to sell a script in 20 days, and I'm like, you look up the person, but he hasn't sold anything.
Filmmaking for Dummies. What you don't learn in film school. I
Maybe.
probably know most of it already. Cinema speculation.
Do they allow you to trade your books if you don't like them anymore?
Um, you might be able to if you have an active account.
Yeah, because that was a lifesaver. Because so many times I get a book thinking it was going to be a great listen, and it'd have a horrible narrator, and I'm like, oh my god, man, I can't listen to this.
The first one I got was actually it's called hold on one second, Mexican Magic,
Okay.
and it's about the history of well, it's funny because they call it Mexican Magic for beginners, but it's like the history of Mexican magic, and it was really good, but it was actually narrated by an AI voice.
Speaking of AI, did you see the AI chick that's been floating around the last couple of days? This actress that some dude created,
I might have.
something Norwood, or can't remember her name right now. But yeah, he kept claiming that an agency was gonna sign his AI creation.
Oh yeah, I think I did see a I was scrolling through YouTube and saw something about AI actress, but I didn't stop. I just kept scrolling.
Yeah, I just remember seeing it. I'm like, yeah,
Oh, Tilly Norwood.
there you go. Like, yeah, it's all nice right now until she gets sucked into the world of adult filmmaking, and
She's cute.
she's not real, Sean.
That's beside the point.
uh,
That's crazy.
yeah, and the dude even put her in different movies, like different scenarios. Like, he put her in an action movie. He put her in like a period drama, like a Shakespeare thing.
So is he literally trying to get an agent for her?
I don't know what he's trying to do. I really don't. It's very bizarre because I'm like, this is not how any of this works. You can't really. Like, apparently they're trying to sell a movie directed by AI. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? AI directing AI? What? It's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, what
My
are you doing?
my friends were teasing me the other day because I showed them the AI recreated image of me as a female. They were telling me to just totally freaking see if I can catfish some guys. Like,
That's horrible.
I should, man. Like, hey, could you send me some money?
See, but then it would be wrong for you to do that. But it's okay for women.
No, but what would be funny is that to fund my first film, my first feature film from catfishing.
That'd actually be kind of funny.
And in the credits, all the men that gave me money are listed as producers.
My God, people. I need to get all this stuff wrapped up here, unless news shit comes in by the middle of next week or so.
Are you at your work already?
Yeah.
You're like, don't remind me. I was actually cold this morning. When I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, it was cold in my apartment. I look at my Google Hub and it was only 63 degrees, but I was like, why is it so cold? And because when I go to bed, it's still warm, so I had the fan blowing directly on me. So I turn off the fan and then I lay there. I'm still like shivering a little bit, so I grabbed my blanket and covered myself. I was like 5 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, I'm warm now.
Very odd. For some reason, the police keep hanging out in our little neck of the woods, and it's annoying because, right, basically the employees at this location, we park in an area outside the main part of the office where the signs clearly state no parking. So it's like we all keep feeling it's like why are you hanging out here in the area that says no parking? Because now we feel like we can't park there. And
Yeah,
you're gonna
right.
say we're gonna give you a ticket because that sign says no parking. It's like what's your parking? So I got to do a lot. All right, dude. Well, you have a good morning, and I'll get you at some point.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
All right.